Hello class 7. Last day we were doing classifications and we have done up to phylum Annelids under invertebrates. I hope you remember. Now today I am starting with a big phylum, that is Arthropoda. That means those animals with jointed legs. Body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. In most cases body is covered by a exoskeleton covering, okay? Exoskeleton covering of chitin. Body has jointed legs. I hope you have seen cockroach and its body you have seen, it's brownish in color and it is a bit hard. So that is actually the chitin. Clear? Now Arthropoda is being divided into subdivisions, as I have said you last day also. First subdivision is Crustacea. Head and thorax are fused, have many jointed legs which we cannot actually more than 4 or 5, mainly live in water. Example, crab, shrimps, lobster. Clear? Now Myriapoda, next subdivision. Body is divided into many segments, 1 or 2 pairs of legs on each segment. Example, centipede, millipede. Here the segments we cannot count, the number of legs we cannot count because they are many. And in this rainy season we can see a lot of centipedes and millipedes. Insecta, body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Have 3 pairs of jointed legs, that means 6 legs actually. Head bears a pair of antennae and or fillers and various kinds of mouth parts. Example, ant, housefly, butterfly, etc. Next subdivision is Arachnida. Head and thorax fused, have 4 pairs of jointed legs, that means 8, total 8, have no antenna. Example, spider, ticks, scorpion, etc. Mollusca. Mollusca is the next phylum. So we are done with phylum Arthropoda. Mollusca, they are actually soft-bodied shelled animals. That means the body inside is very soft, but they are shelled. Soft body which is not segmented, body enclosed in a hard shell, move with the help of a muscular foot. They have a special characteristic, that is they have a muscular foot. Example, I hope you all have seen snail, slug, oyster. Snail is very commonly found. Next phylum is Echinodermata. Now this is the last phylum of our invertebrates. Now this is the last phylum, as I have said you, of the invertebrates. They means spiny skinned animals. Body is rough and spiny, mainly marine, move with the help of tube fit, radially symmetrical bodies. Now they have again a special characteristic, that is they have tube fit. Example, starfish, sea urchin, etc. Now we are moving to the vertebrates, that means phylum Chordata. That means animals with a backbone or vertebral column. They are classified into 5 classes. As I have told you in the last class, they are classified into 5 classes. First one is class Pisces. Pisces means fishes. Aquatic animals with a streamlined body. Streamlined body means like an aeroplane, narrow at both the ends. Okay, so that they can swim easily. Swim with the help of fins. We all know that fishes have fins. Their body is covered with scales. Breathe through gills. The gills are the only organs in fish with which they can breathe inside the water. Example, rohu, katla, you have mrigale, etc. There are lots of fishes. Class Amphibia. Best example is frog, toads. Okay. Can live in water as well as on land, as we all have seen frogs and toads even on land hopping around, especially in the rainy season. Lay their eggs in water. Body covered by a slimy and slippery skin. Breathe through lungs and skin. They breathe through skin when they're underwater. When they are outside the water on land, they breathe through lungs. Next is class Reptilia. Class Reptilia means all the reptiles like lizards, snakes, crocodiles, turtles. Mostly live on land, some live in water too. Skin is dry and scaly. You have seen in crocodiles. So I hope you can understand how much dry is it. Breathe through lungs mainly because uh, you know they can live in water, but mostly we can find the crocodiles, the turtles. They also stay on land for a longer period of time, so definitely they breathe through lungs. Females lay soft shelled eggs on land. They have four short legs for crawling on land. Example: lizards, turtles, etc. Next class is class Aves or birds. Body covered with feathers. Wings are there to fly. Bones are hollow and light in weight. This hollow bones actually help them to be very light so that they can lift themselves in the air. Legs bear scales and toes have claws. Jaws provided with horny beaks but have no teeth. Females lay hard shelled eggs. In Reptilia, we have learned that females lay soft shelled eggs, and here females lay hard shelled eggs. Example: parrot, pigeon, peacock, etc. We all know there are lots of birds. The last class is the class Mammalia. Now, students, this class is very important for us. Why? Because we fall under this category. Now, mammals means, those young ones that suckle milk from their mother's mammary glands. So that is why they are being named as Mammalia. Body is covered with hairs, possess projecting external ears, gives birth to young ones. We don't give birth to eggs. We don't lay eggs. We give birth to young ones directly. Young ones suckle milk from the mammary glands of the mother, usually have a tail except humans, and four limbs are there. Okay, and they have, their four limbs are divided into two forelimbs, that is FORE, four limbs, and two hind limbs, that means two hands and two legs, right? Example: cow, dog, deer, etc. There are lots of other mammals, even humans. We are the best example. So students, we are done with the classification part. And kingdom Animalia, you have to remember, mainly they are divided into invertebrates and vertebrates. What are the phylums under invertebrates? What are the basic characteristics of invertebrates, basic characteristics of vertebrates? Because they have a vertebral column, we call them as vertebrates. Okay, phylum Chordata actually. And under phylum Chordata, how many classes we have, and what are the specific and individual characteristics of all the classes. Please go through the notes which I have given you just now, or you can go through your textbook if you have that with you. Please go through it, and if you have any questions, any queries, you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, so I hope the chapter is clear to you. Thank you.